En revanche, elle cultive un goût particulier pour les tout petits plaisirs. Plonger la main au plus profond d'un sac de grains. Briser la croûte des crèmes brûlées avec la pointe de la petite cuillère.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Binging with Babish, where this week we're taking a look at the Crème Brûlée from Amelie. Now, the objective with Crème Brûlée is to get as much of this flavor into here as possible, and one great way to do that is with vanilla sugar. And it's very easy to make. Just dump 2 cups of plain white sugar into the bowl of a food processor, scrape 1 whole vanilla bean, and dump the little seed thingies into the sugar, and process. Don't process it too much. We're not trying to make confectioner's sugar here, but enough so that the vanilla beans are evenly dispersed throughout the sugar and you've got a cool cauldron of sugar smoke. Pour into a mason jar for easy storage and add the scraped carcass of the vanilla bean cut into thirds for extra vanilla infusingness. This stuff keeps at room temperature forever, and it makes a pretty great gift once you've wrapped it with a decorative piece of whatever this is, or maybe some butcher's twine. Now you're cooking with Pinterest. Simply tie that up and tie a little bow on top. That looks like something nice that your aunt can scrub herself with or something. But enough preparing for Christmas in the middle of April. It's time to start making creme brulee, and as you can see, I've got a selection of different vanilla flavors here, but why not use that bullshit Christmas present your nephew gave you and measure out 75 grams of vanilla sugar, to which we're going to add 2 cups of heavy cream. And whether you use vanilla sugar or not, let's cut and scrape a whole vanilla pod and add it to the sugar cream mixture, which we are going to bring to a gentle simmer over medium-low heat. And as soon as it starts simmering, take it off the heat. We don't want to scorch this. We don't want to overcook it. We're now going to strain it and set it aside to let it cool so we can make custard out of it. And to make custard, of course, we need eggs. 6 egg yolks in this case, to be precise. Now, there are a lot of ways to separate egg yolks from egg whites, and I'm just sort of dumping them all on a plate and pulling them out with my hands. And now I've got a nice plate of egg whites to make a very healthy omelet. I'm wrapping a moist kitchen towel around my bowl so I can whisk one-handedly as I slowly drizzle the cream sugar mixture after it's cooled for 15 minutes. Once you've added about half the sugar cream mixture, the eggs are pretty much tempered and you can dump it in a little bit faster. And there you go, the beginnings of a very easy custard. Now to fill our ramekins, we're going to repurpose our moist kitchen towel and place it in the bottom of a nice deep casserole so our ramekins don't slide around. We're going to carefully fill each one almost to the brim, leaving a little bit of headspace, but we want them pretty full for easier torching down the line. Now we need to make a bain-marie, or hot water bath. Now I like to use a gooseneck kettle like this one because it gives me more control when pouring in the boiling water, and I don't make a rookie mistake like accidentally getting water. Damn it. Eventually we're going to get the casserole filled with boiling water, so it comes 2/3 of the way up the size of the ramekins. Then we've got our oven set to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, where we're going to very slowly, carefully, bake these guys for anywhere from 25 to 40 minutes, depending on the size and depth of your ramekins. They are not going to look done. In fact, they're going to have an almost liquidous jiggle to them. But this is what we're after to prevent cracked surfaces down the line. We want to hit 175 degrees Fahrenheit before trying fruitlessly to get these things out of the bain-marie. Once the water gets low enough, you should be able to just use your oven gloves and then use the remaining steam for a little makeshift spa day. The things we do to cleanse our pores, am I right? Anyway, we're letting these guys cool at room temperature for about an hour until completely room temperature, and then we're going to wrap them and place them in the fridge for at least 4 hours, ideally overnight. And now, finally, the fun part. Torching. I tried a few different kinds of sugars, and the best one for making a crispy, crackling crust was turbinado, or raw sugar. Hold your torch so the tip of the flame is just barely touching the sugar, and slowly, gently, patiently form a brown, crackling crust. This takes a little bit of practice, and even the burnt ones taste pretty good, so you can't really lose. We're going to re-refrigerate these for 45 minutes, and then it's time to get cracking. The sound is of the utmost importance to Amelie, so let's listen in. Now that was relatively satisfying, tastes better than it sounds, so I think we need to go bigger. A larger surface area, after all, is going to give us more creme to brulee. These guys are going into the same 300 degree Fahrenheit oven for closer to 25 minutes due to their shallowness. We want to get that same jiggle going, and another 4 hours later, it's time to sugar them up and torch them down. Now for these guys, I thought we would go full ASMR, so I set up the microphone, got my best whispery, breathy voice ready. Let's listen in. Hey guys, welcome back to Binaural with Babish, where I'll be tickling your ear holes with a whole bunch of triggers. Can you hear me getting cavities? Let's bring a little fresh ground pepper to the party. And now, fart noises.